going on, guys? We about to check out a video about Destiny from more Pegasus. I got a feeling it's about to get crazy. Out the gate is about to be wild. Let's see what's going down, man. I ain't even start the video. I'm already befuddled. Already befuddled, man. Alright, let's see what's up.
To a man who makes Hassan look normal, Destiny. Reminder, this is the degenerate freak who admits he finds 15-year-olds hot and finds it very hard to not sleep with them.
There are 15-year-old chicks that are like hot as that will like try to send you pictures to like fuck you at events and shit, and it's like you have to be really careful when you navigate that.
Here he is talking about conservatives.
This nigga's wild. He's wilding to the fullest extent. I think this guy is crazy. But I've always known that Destiny was a degenerate. I definitely always know. Like this nigga is nasty. Destiny is foul.
Breaking, Stephen Bonnell, also known as Destiny, calls for conservatives to be killed more often so they will be afraid to attend events or speak out.
Shout out the crime statistics?
What?
Not exactly like...
You need conservatives to be afraid of getting killed when they go to events so that they look to their leadership to turn down the temperature. The issue is right now, they don't feel like there's any fear. Like, I don't know. It's like memes. It's just memes to everybody, I guess. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't care. I'm playing video games. Okay, I'm done today. I don't give a fuck. God, it's gonna be so fucking gay if I get killed in the next fucking 2 months of shit I'm doing.
What's wrong with this nigga? He good? Yeah, well, we know he ain't good. This nigga's evil as hell. A lot of demonic behavior going down. This nigga sounds nuts. Yo, from the gate, this video got like it got me befuddled. Like this nigga is a nasty person.
Well, the cuck shit out here. Please don't anybody make any actual fucking the most cucked weak ass fucking bullshit ass speeches on my side. God, if it happens, holy shit, I'm gonna make a death note before I go out.
Okay, before I address anything, Destiny calling anyone cucked is hilarious. Buddy, you are an actual cuck, Mr. Open Relationship.
Literally.
What are you even talking about? Second off, I love how he just short-circuited there. He realized that, oh shit, I just said something insane, and he just paused like, oh, oopsie, I'm gonna go play games now, guys. You need
I think Hassan is also upset because Charlie Kirk took him to school in a debate about capitalism a few years ago.
That definitely could be it. 100%. And he's just being petty and holding on to the grudge and being nasty. Yeah, 100%. 100%. And thank you for the support, FB. I appreciate the heck out of that. But yeah, he got schooled. He holding on to that. 100%.
Need conservatives to be afraid of getting killed when they go to events. That should be the end of this man on every platform. Think before you sleep responds. Is that the guy with illegal material on his computer?
Facts. Let's get to that. We in Destiny act like that didn't happen. He was over here sending it to other YouTubers recently. Yeah, that nigga's a degenerate.
Saying that there should be political assassinations, I'm sure this shocks no one. He did say 914 in the lower right corner. Was this from yesterday? Please someone arrest this PDF file. Destiny clearly wants conservatives dead. He was mocking Charlie Kirk's wife after his death. He refused to condemn the assassination. Complete unhinged lunatic here. He's done it before, in fact. Here he is saying how much he hates conservatives and how political violence is actually okay.
You genuinely do hate conservatives, don't you?
Very much so. Like I've moved full on to like the political violence level or the real violence level when it comes to conservative people. Yeah, I think they need to be like excised from my fucking country. I think they are demonstrably fucking evil people by any moral system that most people would use. And then I just hate them because they tend to destroy.
And then you hear the way he says it too. It's like there's so much hate in his heart. Like, ugh. You know, he says it with so much hate in his heart. Like, so much hate. Like, that shit sounds Nasty as hell. Oh,
What you and I are doing going live. Making videos is the future of entertainment TV and streaming internet services. We're pioneering the future, and it's more important than ever. We stick together.
well, I do definitely agree with that. That making videos and streaming was going to be predominantly entertainment's main focus within media. I think people already currently watch YouTube and live streaming and videos more than they watch cable television, all of that. So I 100% do agree. I appreciate the heck out of that. Want to make sure I pronounce it correct. Is it Zax Tech Media? Appreciate the heck out of the support. Thank you. And thank you again, FB2 as well. But yeah, I do think that the internet streaming and content creation in general, when it comes to online, is the main source of entertainment. I know I watch the internet and like content creators and things like that streaming way more than I watch like TV shows and whatnot. 100%. Thank you again for the support. I wanted to make sure I pronounced the first part of the name correctly. Zax. I'm not mistaken. Thank you again.
The outcomes related to this country, which is what I'm concerned with. Yeah, absolutely.
Right, so you're not the evil person, it's everybody else. The man who literally admitted he wants political violence is not the evil person. This guy is more demented than Hassan, and that's actually an achievement, man. Anyways, it gets worse. Here he calls for a genocide of conservatives.
I think they're both pretty damn demented.
I'm ready for the great cleansing, dude.
Personally.
Cleansing?
The cleansing.
What cleansing?
When we genocide conservatives in this country.
Are you going to be out in the streets with your Glock?
Maybe. I gotta go back to Nebraska and grab it.
Yeah, I wonder what would happen if somebody on the right said that about liberals. They'd probably pull that clip up after they die and say they deserved it because they said that, right? Because they advocated for violence and death. Dude, this is insane how you can say this and get away with it. And I'm sure there's going to be the lunatic Destiny fans in the comments like, it's all out of context. It's all out of context. He didn't actually think the 15-year-old was out. It was out of context. The only thing more pathetic than a Hassan fan.
I seen the full clip. That was not out of context. Destiny's about that type of life.
Has got to be a Destiny fan. How do you defend this man? I just do not understand, brother. He could legitimately commit murder in broad daylight and you'd still be like, Destiny, my queen! Get a grip, bro. Holy shit. He's an unhinged lunatic, bro. He's admitting it. Holy.
The entire world would be better off if these people were permanently removed from these platforms. Like, there is no downside and only upside to see people like Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson, Tim Pool never be allowed to publicly broadcast their opinions ever again. It's exclusively bad stuff that happens.
Right. I don't know about those people or what they've said, but if they've said anything like what you've said, Destiny, then yeah, they deserve.
Candace for sure. Someone out of the people that they just named that I watch ain't never said nothing as crazy as what Destiny be saying or done. Nothing as crazy as what Destiny be saying. Hell no. No. Yeah.
Of that too. It's just hilarious. This
Candace
guy is
Owens
talking, buddy, you are a psycho.
Candace Owens just drops that hot fire knowledge. That's all she doing, keeping it real. I rock with Candace. I like that she's always seeking the truth.
Path. You want all conservatives dead. You'll laugh at people getting murdered and assassinated, and you make jokes about kids dying. You mock grieving widows. You also have plenty of documented PDF file behavior. You need to be locked up ASAP. Moving on to Destiny getting called out on Piers Morgan. He's having an absolute...
I do think they need to look into him. And I know that a lot of people say that on the internet and just throw accusations out there. This nigga sent the actual stuff, like the photos and video, to other creators recently. This stuff that's on his hard drives. I think that needs to be looked into. That's what. This nigga's weird. Yeah, no. He goes way too far.
Meltdown.
Death. When Erica Kirk posted Charlie's coffin, you responded, she tagged him, brackets, crying face emojis. in response to Alina Haber's tweet ordering people to fly their flags at half-mast in memory of Charlie, you posted on X buying flags and poles just to fly them fully erect. And you then posted yesterday ending every conservative debate call out I'd do in 2026 with "Don't dodge, bro. That's not what Charlie would have wanted."
Wow.
Do you think that your response to the cold-blooded murder of Charlie Kirk has been appropriate?
You know, this nigga's a sicko. He's a sicko. I had no idea he was wilding out like this. No idea. Wow. Yeah, Destiny's nasty.
Yes. I think that the only way this country moves forward into a better world is when conservatives can finally realize that they need to turn the temperature down on their side. If you wanted Charlie Kirk to be alive, Donald Trump shouldn't have been president for the second term.
What is wrong with you? Okay, so the mask is fully off then.
This nigga's disgusting. Wow. So you're saying that this deserved to happen? Or that this was deserved in general? Because of who people voted for? Because they disagree with you? That's really what it is. You're saying because people disagree with you politically, that they deserve this nigga is filthy. That's a nasty man right there. Among other reasons. But that's pretty nasty. That's pretty damn sick, dude. Like, what the hell? Just because you disagree with somebody, bro? I think that's extreme. I don't think disagreeing with somebody is like enough for you to wish for that to happen. What happened to Charlie Kirk was tragic, foul, disgusting. It was uncalled for. Just everything about it was just horrible. And you're like, well, you shouldn't have voted for Trump. The fuck? That sets a nasty standard, bro.
He just admitted that it's okay to assassinate conservative figures because Trump is president and he just hates him so much.
Yes,
Dude, what is wrong with you? Like, I don't like Trump. I think he's a degenerate. He's defending PDF files with the whole list situation. But I don't want people I disagree with killed because I have basic morality. If you can't condemn murder in general, you have lost your soul. You have lost.
I think that list might be above the president's pay grade. I think a lot of people are not thinking about that necessarily. Whoever's on that list is more powerful. Just than whoever we can send and try to get the list. Like, that's what I think. Right? I do think it should come out though. Somehow, some way. But yeah.
Any argument you want to have with anyone, and you just become a dangerous sociopath who lacks any semblance of human emotion. So then Destiny calls the shooter a conservative MAGA guy. This is the intelligent debater who speaks on facts, by the way. Can't even admit reality in front of his fucking face.
Who shot Charlie Kirk?
A guy from Utah who was raised in a Christian family, who was a 22-year-old
white
dude.
described.
He wasn't trans. He didn't have a trans girlfriend. He didn't have any trans influences. He didn't have any trans bullets. Yeah, I'm sorry. You guys were wrong on all of that.
Destiny, do you actually live in fantasy land? It is 100% confirmed by the FBI, by his family, by all available reporting, his group chats, everything. I'm hoping this was recorded.
Yeah, like this nigga Destiny, he looks at Wikipedia and thinks he has all the information. And it's sad that there's people that actually will listen to this bull crap. They'll sit there and really be like, oh yeah, he cooking. I'm not cooking. He don't even know what he's talking about. A few days ago, when I talked about the situation, my exact words was, and I think it was more than a few days, but when it happened, I remember saying, I don't want to speak on that part necessarily because we don't have all the details. Let's give it some time. Once it's been confirmed, then I'll speak on it. Why the hell does Destiny not have that common sense? Well, shit, let alone a lot of these woke YouTubers. They'll just come on here and just argue and go back and forth about stuff that they do not know about. It's okay to be like, I don't know. But you're going to come out here with such confidence and then sound like an idiot. It's just crazy. And I bet he won't take accountability
beforehand, but maybe not. I'm sure he'll deny it even after, because Hassan and all these mainstream outlets, they see the evidence in front of them and they purposely deny it because they want to push a certain agenda, and it's so disgusting. Just tell us the facts. I don't care if it looks bad on your group or whatever the hell it is. Tell me what actually happened. People are interested in the truth. The mental gymnastics you have to do to convince people that this guy was a conservative, hardcore Trump fan, and he decided to kill the guy recruiting the most amount of people to the conservative movement. Like, not even the craziest fucking psycho will believe that, but apparently everybody is. They're like just closing their eyes and going with this narrative. It's crazy. And I have no stake in this. I'm not American. I don't give a fuck about politics. I call out both sides. This is just blatantly bullshit. You guys are so ideologically captured and so radically extreme. You have no interest in the truth. You just want to push your radical ass agenda. It's crazy. Yeah. Play the clip.
It's the same type of time I'm on, right? Like, I don't even define myself as super political, right? I have a lot of opinions that align on the right leaning side. But I think I'm not a Republican. Got no hate towards Republicans in any way, shape, or form, but me myself, I'm none of that. I'm just free thinker.
Oh my God.
Robinson's mother explained that over the last year or so, Robinson had become more political and had started to lean more to the left, becoming more pro-gay and trans rights oriented. She stated that Robinson began to date his roommate, a biological male who was transitioning genders. This resulted in several discussions with family members, but especially between Robinson and his father, who have very different political views. In one conversation before the shooting, Robinson mentioned that Charlie Kirk would be holding an event at UVU, which Robinson said was a stupid venue for the event. Robinson accused Kirk of spreading hate. When asked why he did it, Robinson explained there is too much evil and the guy, referring to Charlie Kirk, spreads too much hate.
He spreads hate, literally shoots the guy. All right, buddy. The worst part is that Hassan and Destiny's audience all agree unanimously, like the shooter is a right-wing MAGA conservative guy. Like,
it's because they are agreeing to spread propaganda. This shit is they're worse than CNN. That shit is on here spreading false information so they can just get their agenda off. It's clear as day what they're doing. Wow. Yeah,
like, you have to have the most fucking brainworms, dude, including every mainstream media and late night show host, except obviously a few, right? The gaslighting going on is so crazy. I have never ever seen anything like it. It's like they don't want to see the truth. It's crazy. So anyways, Piers Morgan points out the obvious and the actual facts of the case.
To be clear, the governor of Utah, Spencer Cox, has made it clear that their investigation has now established that he had been radicalized by a leftist ideology, which drove him to do this. That's just
I'm sorry, excuse me, when?
Yesterday, he said that.
No. When was he radicalized? In the 6 months that he did remote college?
I don't know when he was radicalized, but I do know
what you just said
I do know
true.
the very reasonable sounding governor of Utah has made it clear that the
he hasn't made it
you
clear.
may not want to hear this.
An ongoing investigation.
You may not want to.
He's just literally running from facts. Look at my man Andrew Wilson, chilling. That's a cool dude right there, man. I rock with him. But yeah, this nigga Destiny is delusional. Even when facts are being told to him, he's like, no, it's not true. Didn't happen. Just whatever he could say to get his agenda off.
I hear it, Destiny. But the reality is the investigators, according to the governor of Utah, have established that he was radicalized to a leftist ideology that drove him to murder Charlie Kirk. Now, let me just ask you.
That's just not true.
Let me just ask
no
you.
way to deal with it.
Okay,
you're living
you're
in a
accusing the governor
fantasy.
of lying. Wow. That's your prerogative. But
sure.
If it turns out to have been somebody with a leftist ideology who wanted to shut up Charlie Kirk, would you condemn that?
I won't condemn anything until the president of the United States can go on air and say, all of us need to calm down.
Destiny, I have a question for you. Why do you think in your campaign for everyone to dial down the temperature, why do you think that mocking the grieving widow of Charlie Kirk when she posts an image of her at the coffin side,
Right.
why do you think that constitutes turning down the temperature?
What did Destiny say? You tech. No, what's wrong with this? What's wrong with him? This is nasty, bro. Like, what? Like, dude, like, are you even using your brain when you do any of this? Are you so, like, into the grift of the left that you just, like, I gotta get this off? He ain't the only one. There's so many of these other losers that's disrespecting Charlie Kirk and his wife. It was just foul.
You can't turn down the temperature on your own. The president of the United States is
inflame
not
the temperature.
able.
You're mocking his
it's
widow.
already inflamed.
You're
What are you
mocking his
talking
widow.
about? We've had multiple political assassinations over the past year. What do you mean it's turning up the temperature?
Why did you
to
mock his
advertise
widow?
Online because
Why did you mock his widow?
Because she's being used as a political weapon right now
Wow.
for conservatives to continue.
By you.
What do you mean, wow? She's literally doing
Her husband
recruitment
just got
ads
murdered.
on email. Yeah, and she's using it to drive up recruitment.
And look how angry he is as everyone's just looking at his nasty ass, like, with disgust. Like, he even made, man, Andrew drop the cigarette. You like, what he doing? Yo, Destiny is a nasty individual, bro. Like, I know I keep saying it, but it's because I mean it. Like, that's a good way to describe him. Foul. Just deviant. Yeah, this dude is just weird. It's so weird how foul they're being. It just shows that they had an agenda the whole time, bro. Even right now, the way he's like willing to ignore the truth. It's just strange.
For
And
a
you can't
political
even
movement.
condemn the murder. Why can't you condemn the murder of Charlie Kirk?
Because it wasn't my side that caused it. It should
Yes,
be the
it
one that
was.
is driving up
It
the
actually
rhetoric. You
was
don't
your
know
side that
the truth.
caused it.
Wow.
It
This
was
an
your
18
side.
This guy was raised in a white
He
Christian
was a
household,
radicalized
in a Christian
leftist
state.
ideology.
He wasn't radicalized by leftism at all. You have no proof of that whatsoever.
That's what
Just
the
like one that killed
investigators are
Melissa.
saying.
Destiny strategy. No, it's not true, guys. It's not true. This is the facts guy, the master
Wow.
debater. This was one of the biggest voices on the radical left alongside Hassan. Actually embarrassing. Dude, even with absolutely zero evidence, use your fucking brain. Why would a MAGA fan kill the #1 MAGA fan? Also, Destiny has memory loss here. He was raised in a conservative household and turned out to become whatever radical fuck he is now, who wants to kill all conservatives or whatever.
But then he's sitting here saying that that's impossible. He's using how the person was raised as an excuse. As he himself was raised the same way and became a radical leftist. He's saying it's impossible for someone who was raised that same way to become a radical leftist. Yo, I'm telling you, man.
So yeah, he is literally the example of how your family could be one thing and you could be something entirely different. Listen, I don't care if you're conservative or liberal or whatever fucking label you choose. I care about the truth. And when I see people on any side blatantly deny reality and cover for people, it pisses me the heck off. It's the same reason I called out Trump, and it's the same reason I'm going to call out Hassan and Destiny. Right, so this other guy calls Destiny a cancer.
All right, Jack
Piers,
Posobiec.
you have a great example here of the type of cancer I'm talking about, where when you present direct information, they refuse, they obfuscate, they refute, they say it's not true, they lie. You could see from the bullet casings, you could see from postings, you could see from everything out there that it's very clear what happened here. This is the same people who supported President Trump almost getting assassinated twice last year, Cory Carpentore being assassinated
By
last year
conservatives.
in a situation. Again, see, just lies. That's all they do. They talk over. They don't even let you give a chance to speak. And something needs to be done, Piers. Something absolutely needs to be done. This ideology should be shamed, humiliated, driven from the public discourse. I mean, you've got people who have completely
he's calmly smoking Destiny's boots right now. I don't think Destiny can handle it.
Associated with humanity because all they care about clicks, YouTube streams, likes.
Simply condemn the murder of Charlie Kirk. And if you cannot stop yourself from mocking his grieving widow, you are sick, as I've just seen from Destiny. It's a sick
thing
mindset.
is weaponizing a widow's grief to try to do recruitment for your political party. That's probably one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen. She's showing up in emails for recruitment drives for TPUSA.
Destiny? What did you think the assassination of a political figure would do? What did you think the outcome was going to be? Take it easy on the Adderall, and let me answer the question that Pierce asked me.
You must have been really bullied today, I guess.
Let Anna speak, please.
Yo, Anna. What's up, Anna? I heard Anna made a switch. I didn't know she was fully going in with it. I didn't know Anna made full
behavior is not reliant on how anyone else behaves. Every morning I wake up and I make decisions about how I choose to react or respond to things. I don't wake up in the morning, check what Donald Trump has to say, and then base my own personal behavior on his behavior.
Andrew.
Destiny told his co-host, when asked point blank if he wanted the bullet to kill Trump, that the worst thing that could have happened was the bullet missing. He said this to Pisco. I watched it. Okay. This guy's an obfuscation machine.
Disgusting. That shit's like foul, dude.
And you know what else, Destiny? Why should we believe you? I think you are glad Kirk is dead. And all of your tweets seem to prove that. And you would have been happy if Trump was assassinated. You've made that very clear. So why not just be truthful for once in your fucking life and say the truth that you don't care that Kirk is dead and you're actually probably glad he is. Isn't that really what's true?
I don't want anybody in this country to die to political violence.
That is the biggest cap I've ever heard, bro. Bro wants to genocide conservatives. Of course he wants people to be shot. How is this guy not in jail? Honestly, this guy and Hassan need to share a cell ASAP. And if you're a liberal watching this and instantly want to defend Hassan or Destiny because he's on your side, these two people have done more damage to the left than any right-winger on earth. Literally, a neutral person watching Hassan and Destiny will immediately radicalize to the right because you immediately want the opposite of whatever this brain rot is. Right, so then Pierce talks about having humanity, and then he talks about the Oxford University being completely diluted now.
Israel-Hamas war. The reason I asked everybody on the pro-Palestinian side for months after the war started, do you condemn what Hamas did? Is I think it was very enlightening as to the humanity of the person by how they responded. If their immediate response was, of course I do. The mass murder of civilians on October the 7th was a horrendous atrocity, then we can move on to an intellectually honest debate. If they refuse to condemn what Hamas did, it's a completely different debate. And similarly, right now, I feel if you can't condemn a lot of what the IDF are doing, frankly, it's my opinion, in Gaza, then the same thing. If you're unequivocally like, it's all fine with 20,000 plus kids being killed, then I've got a problem with that too. But I do think you've got to try and maintain in all of these debates a modicum of humanity about people who are actually being killed. And what is terrifying about the mindset of a lot of people on the woke left have seen since Charlie Kirk's death is the brazen glee that they're taking to his murder.
I have all sorts of disagreements with the right. That doesn't mean I'm going to dehumanize them and cheer on the slaughter of my fellow Americans because we have disagreements on politics. You wake up every morning and you decide your behavior is going to hinge on Trump.
Tell me more about the dancing Israelis and building seven and how the Jews all knew about.
Yo, why does he keep interrupting her like this? There's no respect in any way, shape, or form. He thinks this is debating. Like, allow her to actually say her points, dude.
9/11, they all want us to go to war in the Middle East. Yeah, of course.
President-elect of the Oxford Union, probably the most premier debating society in the world. I've done it several times myself. George Aberonye reportedly posted he did post several comments in a WhatsApp group appearing to celebrate the murder of Charlie Kirk. One said, Charlie Kirk got shot. Let's fucking go. Wow. Another one was, I think, LOL. This guy is going to be the president of the Oxford Union Debating Society. And yet he is celebrating the murder of somebody he literally debated himself in the Oxford Union in May. I found that terrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, he shouldn't still be in the job, because how can you possibly be the head of a debating society when you think the way to debate with people is murder them if they don't agree with you? But again, the gleeful celebration. That
is terrifying, bro. And the fact that Destiny is sitting here co-signing that type of shit, like that's like the thing to do, is crazy. Nasty as hell.
Supposedly one of the brightest students in Britain. You know, president of the new Oxford.
Dude, colleges and universities in the West have fallen so far. This is Oxford? Are you kidding me? So even the UK is cooked, it seems. The top debate student is cheering on the death of someone he disagrees with. Like, what are they actually teaching in these schools? Dude, I remember just years ago, I wanted to go to all these prestigious universities, and thank God I did not, because I would probably be a brainwashed fucking lunatic. Instead, I chose to pursue the truth on my own here, you know, find out what aligns with my own personal morality and stuff, and not get brainwashed by these terminally online rejects. But yeah, just a warning, be very careful where you send your kids, guys. You don't want like these lunatics brainwashing them, right? And be careful what they're watching online as well, because they might eventually convince them that murder is okay. So then Elon responds to Destiny. Elon Musk hints at Destiny facing legal consequences, possibly prison. I don't think this jackass should be banned, but Amazon should stop paying him to incite murder. That's insane. Separately, incitement to murder and domestic terrorism is a felony crime. For that, he should go to prison. He can resume streaming when he has served his term. Let him say what he wants, but then also pay the price under the law. All Twitch and Amazon and Kick and YouTube have to do is demonetize Destiny and his son and the froggins of the world, and you would see who's sincere in their politics and who is frothing up violence just for money. Elon with the target. Now click this video or you wake up.
Yeah. I think Destiny constantly crosses the line on a regular basis. This dude be wildin', bro. Straight wildin'. But tell me what your opinion is, you know, if you feel the need to. And also, go and subscribe to my other channel where I live stream, BXB Spoiler Live. You can check that on the homepage. You can find that on the homepage. Also, check me out on Patreon.